So we got Neil Gourley here, just ran 3:35. World Indoor Standard, almost World Outdoors, just missed it by 3/10 or so. How are you feeling about the result?
It's strong. It's about where I thought we were. Obviously the goal was to get the World Outdoor time. I've fallen a little short of that, but it is actually an overall PB, so first 1500 of the year, I can hardly complain with it. It was a good effort.
Yeah, absolutely. And so are you out in Flagstaff now with Dark Sky Distance? That's where you were?
That's where I'm based now, yeah. So I was out there the whole of January, and we've actually just been at sea level the last couple of weeks in Tampa, just a kind of training camp. But yeah, that's where I'm based now. The altitude side of things seems to be working quite well. I seem to get something from the stimulus there, and that's been working, so we're going to stick with that and yeah, make strides and make improvements.
Have you trained at altitude before, or have you ever been based there before?
I've done small camps before.
Yeah.
And every time I go, it gets better and better. The kind of effect I get coming off of it. The stimulus seems to help the more I go. So yeah, I decided to make it more of a full-time thing. Yeah, do the sort of base building stuff at altitude and then come down to sea level closer to competition.
Yeah. So why did you leave OTC then? Was it the altitude, or was there other things part of it as well?
So with OTC, I was part of the club, part of the group, but was still actually being coached by Ben Thomas, the coach of Oregon. So I was training with Cooper, Cole, James West, these guys. But that was while I was under sponsorship of Nike, and they didn't renew me, so it becomes very difficult at that point, one, to fund myself, and two, to even use the facilities in Eugene when I'm not Nike funded. It's just, that's the politics of it. It's kind of out with my control. So we're looking at the next sort of best thing, and Stephen Haas has been incredibly supportive to give me this opportunity to base myself in Flagstaff, and he's been helping me a heck of a lot. So I've got him to thank for that.
Have you found it more difficult? Like, I guess Nike, they changed from Capriati to Craig Masbach in charge of sports marketing. And is it different now? Like, did you guys used to go through one thing and now you have to go through Nike UK? How does it work for a British athlete with Nike?
Yeah, it's confusing. I don't pretend to know the politics. I don't think anybody does. I don't think Nike do, to be honest, either, to be quite frank. But basically, yeah, Nike UK were funding me for a couple of years through 2020, and they kept saying, you know, we'll have something for you, we'll renew you. But the year went on, and eventually they didn't do anything. I think they're going through some sort of structural changes. I don't know. I don't claim to know the politics, but the long and short of it is I wasn't made an offer, so I had to go elsewhere because, you know, the sentiments don't pay the bills. I have to actually, you know, earn a living at some point. So Under Armour have been brilliant in the way that they've supported me so far. So I'm really happy to be representing them.
And you were British champion in 2019, made the World Championship final. What happened last year?
Last year I got injured, unfortunately. I tore my calf, my right side, and just at the wrong time. It wasn't that bad an injury, but tearing your calf kind of 6 weeks before the Olympic trials is never gonna go well. So that's what happened, and I mean, it's just a reality of the sport. It's just unfortunate timing for me, and I wasn't able to race last year as a result.
Yeah. Well, you healthy now, though?
Yeah, fully healthy now. Things are going well, and I think you'll see the benefits of the training I've been doing pay off this indoor season. Things have been, you know, really steady, really smooth. So yeah, looking to keep the momentum rolling.
Yeah, will you run British Trials, World Indoors if you make it?
Yeah, I'm heading back home tomorrow actually, running in the Birmingham Grand Prix next weekend, and then the trials the week after that, and then after the trials we'll reassess and see where we want to go. I have to make the team first before I make any kind of decision.
Yeah, and I got to get your take on the Under Armour uniforms here. Very colourful. What do you think?
Well, my parents, when they're watching the streams online, are never going to miss me, put it that way. It's bright enough. I don't know if I can quite pull it off, but hey, I'm just happy to be representing them because they've been doing good things for me.
Well, you run 3:35, anything looks good, right?
Right, yeah, exactly. If you're at the back of the field, it's going to look, questionable, but if you're at front, I don't think anybody's batting an eyelid.
All right, well, nice run. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.